Hey guys, welcome back to the Hardcore Ironman series. In this episode we'll be starting our demonic gorillas grind, to hopefully snag ourselves a Zenyte shard for the powerful jewellery that it may unlock for us. We also got a reason to do a bursting grind on Jellies, so we can do a sizable clue grind and take on Skotizo, to see if we can get lucky and snag a few collection log slots there. Let's get into it. Okay, this is my initial setup I'm going to decide to go with. Obviously we're going to be using the zombie axe again. Hopefully it does a decent amount of damage. I'll use whatever style is appropriate when I get there. I would love to use the arclight a bit more, but we just don't have the slayer tasks to go farm ancient shards. So I don't have any charges. We've got about 600. They would disappear almost immediately. I think once we get a second synapse, we'll be smashing those out immediately and just absolutely trying to get it, because having the ember light means that the arclight, well, the ember light is an upgrade to the arclight and it requires you to have had 10,000 charges, but then it does not ever use a charge. So the ancient crystals, essentially ancient shards, essentially become useless, which I'm all for. I froth a bit of that, to be honest. But yeah, let me just sort out this, and then I will go down and try to spoon a Zenyte. I think a Zenyte is 1 in 300. There's a very good chance that we get something. I'm not, when we get a Zenyte, going to immediately go for a crafting grind, because I haven't got any sand banked or seaweed. I'm probably going to be going down the route of doing some gem mining, getting my mining up, and then hopefully getting towards amethyst. So that's going to take a long time, and I might do it in my spare time and chip away at it while I'm not slaying, but it would be such a long pivot that it's not worth doing immediately, at least. I can already tell you I'm going to hate doing this task with a passion. I'm not very good at these, I'll be honest. TDs are definitely more my tempo. But the difference between these and TDs is, like, obviously they switch a lot more often, so it's a bit more annoying. But also, you just don't seem to get a break, because they're aggressive, right? And TDs aren't, naturally. And I think that makes a big difference to, like, just give you, like, a mental breather whenever you want it. Oh, snappy D seeds. I got kind of baited by the loot beam for a second there. Honestly, if you're going to give me seeds, give me snappy Ds and Rhorrs, I'll love you for it. Okay, I'm going to take this one as the last kill of my trip. I do think... Oh, javelin shafts. I don't know if we ever need those. I'm just going to get out of it. What do we kill? 17? 2 from the quest. So we got a 15 kill trip on our first trip. I seem to remember when I was playing years ago. Obviously, I didn't have a scorch bow and whatnot. But, like, I was using D-skim RCB. But my trips were, like, 6 to 8. 15 on our first trip is rather decent. Obviously, we got some rune bars, a decent cash stack, and even a sourdough and brew and a couple of seeds. Not too shabby. It is going to go by faster than the Tormented Demons, but they're still not my favourite. But the Zenytes is definitely going to be worthwhile, of course. There's 79 Slayer. 8 levels to go. We're schmoving now at this point, hopefully. 83 attack coming in. That is the task over and done with. It's time to get a new one. I'm honestly really hoping that I don't get a Black Demon task. I can't need a break from these. I've been doing these for, like, best part of 4 hours or something. So... Also, I've got 3 hard clues that I need to sort out. I'm going to go get my task first. Okay, what task do we have? 150 water fiends. No, we won't be doing that one. No. 69 Ankus. Okay. Okay. But I'm going to do my... Actually, do Ankus drop a clue? Ankus can drop a hard clue, so I'm going to do that first. Okay, Anku's done. Blue dragons. I'm not going to use that as a reason to go do Dragon Slayer 2. I do apologise. I'm going to take my chill task for a while. And obviously I'm going to do my hard clues. Okay, we only managed to get 1 casket out of those because the other 2 led into, unfortunately, the wilderness. So they have been gone rid of. We managed to get ourselves a fire giant task. I decided to do this in the Catacombs of Rhorrn because we actually might get ourselves some ancient shards, and we're definitely going to need those for our Emberlight. Every time we can do a task in the Catacombs of Rhorrn, we should endeavour to do so outside of Black Demons and Grey Demons, because obviously we want to do the more advanced version of those, the Demonics and Tortured, for actual gear upgrades. Oh, and there we go, 90 ranged. Obviously, we didn't get any ancient shards because the rate is actually like 1 in 255 or something. I think I've got it open right now. 1 in 246. Yeah. Getting this Emberlight is going to be really annoying initially. But once it's there, it's going to be wonderful. Okay, we got no ancient shards, but we did get a Dark Tome base. We can get the ancient shards from Skotizo, so that's not too big of a problem. And now we've got 108 worms to kill. Hopefully we can get one of the dragon pieces of equipment, harpoon, sword. Maybe we're past the sword being useful in tier A now, but I think it's still going to be better. Ooh, here's our first cloggies from the worms. Got a dragon harpoon. That'll be useful for us when we go back to Temporos, or even just any general fishing trading, actually. Forget that the spec gives you just +3 overall. Hello YouTube, hi. Okay, decently eventful task. We got ourselves a dragon harpoon. We might as well do Ankus, it's just a bit boring. Okay, aberrant spectres. Not too shabby, we like this task. Hopefully we can get some Rhorrn weeds and snapdragon seeds. Oh, we managed to get ourselves another greater demon task, which means we have more tormented demons to kill. We're probably not going to make it all the way through this task with the amount of prayer potions we have, so we are going to be going to Tombs of a Masket in between, and hopefully we can snag some rewards from there, because we are in desperate need of prayer potions. Oh, it's the wrong seed! As for the Scorching Bowen raids, while Ruby Bolts do have more theoretical damage output, as most bosses do have high HP pools, DPS is shown on the screen at full HP, I do prefer the accuracy that the Scorching Bow has granted us in general, plus the ability to do more damage later on in fights as the Ruby specs fall off. DPS calc on screen is comparing at 100 HP, and is only going to improve as the HP gets lower. A massive boon for Phase 4 Warden, which can get quite dangerous if you're on the last row for far too long. Also, testing out the Bowen Chambers of Xeric, I can safely say that for solo runs, it felt as if the rooms became more consistent with our new bow, and I will concede that if we do any kind of group scaling runs, the RCB will be for sure outscaling these DPS, and you know we like to farm those juicy points. Got a new PB on a solo. I should have dropped my elite clue, but I'm stupid. One of the main drawbacks of our solo chambers runs is the fact that we don't have a great way of freezing the Mutadars to avoid them from eating Dimitri. Now that we have the Scorching Bow, Krill has been opened up to us with a decent amount of viability. Krill does drop the Zamorakian Hilt, which can be combined with the God Sword Blade to make a Zamorakian God Sword, which has a special attack that can freeze your target for 19.2 seconds. This will stop the Mutadar in its tracks before they manage to get a nibble on the tree, and as long as we keep hitting it, they'll forget to eat later as they only want to try and nibble the tree up to 3 times. However, I will be waiting for a Light Bearer before taking on Krill, as it will just make the runs far more consistent, as we'll be able to restore spec faster to be able to route him more consistently over the course of an entire trip. Another new PB, 39.34. 93 KC. You already know there's no purple, you already know. 94 KC for some Torstals and gold ore. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the video, or else my editor will kill me. I just did a chambers run where I got to just outside of Ulm, and I forgot that I didn't charge my warp scepter, so I had 42 charges, so I had to leave immediately. 20 minutes of my life down the drain, so just going to charge up the warp scepter. I don't know how many charges I'll get, probably like top it up to 5,000 will get me through the raids I need to do over the weekend, so let's get on with that. 95 KC. Nice. Hey! Silly got the purple that I want. Not the arcane press scroll. SMH. Don't worry about it, silly. I should probably collect my own rewards instead of just walking out. Oh. Obligatory miscellaneous screenshot. 103 KC. Encountered a humorous bug in one of the group chamber runs we were doing. My friend managed to get stuck beneath Tecton and was unable to move for the phase. If you ask me though, I think he just wanted to be lazy and sit out for this try. Oh, we got a new PB at least. $110 KC. I've done 10 chambers in one day at the moment. Let me tell you, demoralizing. With all these solos being like 40 minutes. Hell. I think now is actually the end of Sunday. We're going to be calling chambers quits for a while on 110 KC. I'm going to show you the loot I currently have from chambers. It's only 109, but the first one was technically a boost to get my combat achievements, so it doesn't show up. And let's get back to doing some slow, and hopefully by the time we get back to doing some raids, we have, you know, some upgrades to play around with and hopefully do them slightly faster. Ended up with 500 snappy Ds from doing raids, so I decided I'm going to go do some spidines. Spidines are a combination of red spider eggs and sardines, and we can kill them in the Tower of Life for roughly 900 red spider eggs an hour. So I'm deciding to buy some sardines right now. We can easily get them from the fishmonger right here in the Relica market, and then we can bank them very quickly by going over to Pier this year and depositing our items. I'm going to do this until we've honestly got quite a lot, since it's pretty cheap, and we might as well get ourselves a big old stockpile and work through them all eventually, as we'll have to keep maintaining our super restore supplies if we want to continue to raid. And there's 80 herb lore. We can now make ranging mixes, and alongside that we can now make bastions and battle mage potions if we ever go out of our way to get some vials of blood from Viscera blood. But I'm just going to wrap up the super restores, as we had plenty of snappy Ds, and hopefully we can use those to supplement our Slayer grind, because we're going to end up with a lot regardless from doing Tombs of a Mascot. I actually just spooned a second Tormented Synapse. Nah. What's the KC? 222 KC, 2 Synapses, and a Burning Claw. We can now make our Emberlight, but we're going to have to get Ancient Shards, so we can't really do it yet. I might go out of my way to farm them. Let's see. I'll think about it. I'm not entirely sure about the Arclight charges and how they work, but I think we might just want to get to 10,000. I'm not sure if this means that because 700 charges are used, this is now still technically 1,300. I'll have to read. But I think what I am going to do before I finish the task off, I'm gonna do some warped jellies and just burst them. It does mean I'm going to have to get myself some chaos runes, because obviously that's going to be one of the limiting factors. But I'm genuinely a believer in just knocking that out first. We'll get a lot of hard clues, and we'll just see. Do I have any clues in the bank right now? I just have my master clue, don't I? Somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that. I think it's the wisest choice, and just because this allows me to train different stats other than strength while doing. Because we'll be on stab, we'll do controlled. We can train everything when we're doing TDs, attack, strength, and defense at the same time. Well, I have decided upon buying the chaos runes for my bursting of the jellies. Luckily for me, I do have a U longbow stack that is worth 5 million, so I'm going to do some agility alching. I probably won't get through the entire stack. I'll probably get, like, 2,000 of them done, see where we get to, and then we just send some jellies after that. I'll wait till I get a 2 million cash stack, but in the meantime I thought we might as well get some agility XP, as there's some quite good shortcuts coming up soon. I'll make sure to note them, the ones that I care about, mainly the Dagannoth King's ones and stuff like that. Just cancelled out with a high out, but there is 81 agility. I don't think we get anything on this one. Let me just double check. Tell a lie, we've got the first water birth shortcut. I do believe that's the one that skips the majority of the dungeon, but you still need to bring a pet rock. Yeah, this one right here, it skips all the way from, well, it essentially skips the puzzle, the maze, and goes all the way to, it doesn't give you a fucking, it goes to here. It's very good. It saves you a lot of stamina. And there's 87 magic. We're now enchant onyx jewelry and the bolts. Again, not something that we're gonna, well, we might make a fury soon. Crafting level for fury is at 90. Is it 85 with boost? Or is it 80 with boost? It's 85 with boost. Rancor's lower than it, but we voted for that. And with this lap completion, we have 82 agility. We can now do floor 4 of the Hallowed Sepulchre, which is something I'm quite interested in. We can use a Lava Maze Stepping Stone. I don't think we'll be taking too much advantage of that. And we can use the Adept Asgardian Ice Dungeon Wyvern Tunnel. Not too shabby. I've decided now that we have a 4.2 million cash stack, we're going to call it there. I did manage to find 4 crystal implings while we did this grind. So, do I have a clue? I think they drop elites. We do have a clue we can drop on the floor. No, we don't. We don't have a care for that. Okay. 2 dragon daggers, 159 arrow tips, 8 Rhorrn seeds, which is fantastic, and some javelin heads, which we don't really care about. Positives, obviously Rhorrn seeds. Very happy. Time to go buy some chaos runes. Where the hell did that crystal imp just go? I've never seen that. Okay, this is how many runes we have. I just went and bought roughly 22,000 chaos runes. We're leaving a bit of the cash stack free, just in case we do finish the grind earlier than I expect. We'll be able to cast with 5% damage boost with our Blue Moon Spear, wherever it is in my bank. It's lost to time. There it is. Hopefully we have some pretty good damage, and hopefully the jellies drop me the goodies. If not, we'll come back and buy some more runes. And I'll probably just try to juggle as much as possible, maybe like 10 hard clues at a time, because it'd be annoying to switch from ancients back to regular. Maybe we'll just juggle all the clues until we're finished. That's also a possibility. But for now, I'm going to get into the grind. That's our first Dart Totem piece. We managed to get 2 clues already before we got any of those. This is currently 135k magic XP an hour and what, 66k HP. We're on the precipice of getting 92. I'd expect to see a couple of mage levels, or at least 1 mage level, while we're doing this grind. It is quite annoying to, like, you know, move these and stack them up. But again, hopefully we can get like quite a few clues, whatnot. This is just how I'm stacking them up. I might as well show you this, and I'll be back when I hit 92 health. Okay, there is 92 hit points. We are 1 level away currently from getting our full use out of the anglers. They currently only heal a 17. Once you hit 93 HP, they will heal 22. And then we can start making full advantage of those and using them throughout the game to hopefully sit above 99. There's a lot of mechanics that do scare me. And hopefully having over 99 HP will put my mind at ease. Okay, that's really the end of the first trip. I did think I was going to get more alcohols. I did only bring 3 prayer potions. I think I'm going to go against that now. One of my main issues is that it's not really coming up with the amount of kills I've had. It says I've done 77. That's just not true. Obviously, that's a problem you run into when you're bursting. I'm pretty sure I've not killed a jelly before, so if I get the Slayer helmet out, we can see how many I've done with at each trip. I think on the log. Let me go have a gander. I've accidentally killed a monk. I'm sorry. I did not mean to. I just wanted prayer. Okay, that first trip seems to have been 326. I'm not entirely sure that's correct. Just reset the streak. We're going to take more prayer potions this time after I dump the alcohols into the bank. I think I'm also going to just bring a Ring of Wealth so I can pick up the money on the floor, because I don't want to do it actively. The sacrifice of 1 prayer, I think it's worth it. We don't really need the stamina, but we might as well have it as a just in case. And this time I'm going to bring 6 prayer potions to see how we get on. Oh, there's our first ancient shard. While we're here, we might as well highlight those to make sure that we actually see them. Pretty deep into the second trip. We managed to get 6 hard clues before we saw a single... Sorry, I'm just going crazy here. A single ancient shard. We're going to count all of our totems that we've got as singular ancient shards, just for the purpose of it. It pretty much averages out there anyway. Apparently, each dart totem is 1.44. Let me just double check. 1.41 shards. So yeah, nice to see the first one. We'll probably keep them in the bag. And we need 26 of those, so 25 more to go. But we do have 4 totems banked, so we need 21 more shards. We're now officially 1 hour into the grind. We've required 2 totem pieces, which is roughly about a shard, and a singular ancient shard. So in 1 hour, we have received 2 equivalent ancient shards, but we've also received, what's that, 8 hard clues? Mainly, we've got around about 131k XP per hour on mage. At this rate, we probably will end up at like 89 magic, maybe even on the precipice of 90 when we're done with the grind. That was a decent trip. I just banked all my gear. I'll probably just show what I got. We managed to kill with 6 prayer potions. We managed to get 328 jellies. So probably the first trip we did was like 180, let's just say. So I'm going to say that we've killed about 500 so far, whatever this is, plus 180. And we've only gotten 1 ancient shard. That's not too like unreasonable, but I'd like to get some more. I'm going to take roughly 5 prayer potions a trip now. I'll update you on level ups at this point. You might see a tremendous pile of hard clues stacking up. I do apologise if that makes you feel uneasy. I will try to do as many of them as possible, and we'll keep them for the 87 Slayer opening. I think that'd be kind of cool to have a big old beefy opening. Oh my god. Alright, Rick, I'm a bit of an idiot. I'd like 5 escape crystals, please. Back I go. back I go. Actually, I should get my prayer back first. There's 88 magic. We're up to, what, 14 hard clues, and we still have 1 shard, by the way. It's an absolute travesty. But it's my own fault. I could have done the task, but I decided to go get my ancient shards, and they decided not to drop. Who knows? At this rate, we might end up with, I don't know, 200 hard clues. I don't want to have them all stacked on the ground. That might make me feel a bit anxious. And that was unexpected. A dragon spear. Is it needed for a clue? It is an elite clue, so it is appreciated. Not something I expected to see, especially without... No, I do have a Ring of Wealth on. I forgot I put that on. I don't know what the drop rate of that is, though. I'll probably put it up on the screen. Back to it. Didn't get the pop-up, but there's 89 magic. Currently, we have 12 ancient shards, and we have 5 totems in the bank. I'm going to equate totems to being 1 ancient shard. That's not necessarily true. It's 1.41 on average. Fortunately, on going from level 88 to 89 magic, though, we managed to get 11 ancient shards. We need 9 more to go. It was looking very grim to begin with. Let me just check quickly. I'm just going to go over here. Don't. Thank you. Never mind. Not thank you. All right. I want to check how many we've killed of these jellies. They're still after me. Those rude boys. Okay, jellies we have killed currently. Again, we're adding about 180 to this. 2,147, roughly. That's not bad for the amount of shards that we have at this point. It was looking grim to begin with, but we're clawing it back. Okay, I'm halfway to level 90 magic. We are now at, let's check the jellies once again, 2.655. Might as well just said the entire number, 2,655 plus roughly 180. We have, I do believe, 2,300 Chaos Runes left, and we have none left in the bank. So I am going to quickly buy some more. We actually got an incredible amount of Hyox from this. Let's just show you the rune. Essentially, it's the full helms and the kite shields. It's quite good. I do respect it. So 1.66 million here and 422k. We're essentially paying off our Chaos Runes. So I'm going to quickly garner up some money. Maybe do I even need to make money? We need, essentially, we are 7 ancient shards and 1 totem piece away from getting to our goal. So yeah, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to just bring out the rune items that we can alch. Mainly just the ones that we've gone. We'll leave one in there for the clues. If I could just... Alright, the plate bodies should stay in there. So I'm going to high out these real quick. And then we'll buy another load of Chaos Runes, and we'll be back to it. Managed to get a cast stack back up to just over 3 mil. Time to go spend it in Priv real quick. We've got plenty of time until our hard clues despawn. Hopefully in this next stack we can get 7 ancient shards and 1 turn piece. I'd be surprised if we couldn't, because I think we'd have to be incredibly unlucky for that to come pass. So let's get to it. I'm going to buy the Chaos Runes, and I'll be back either when I'm done with the grind or I got 90 magic. We'll see. There's 90 mage. We are currently 5 ancient shards away. We've still not got the last totem piece for the extra ancient shard. So off we go. We keep plowing away, and we are on the precipice of 93 points. There's 93 hit points. Our anglerfish will now give us the full plus 22 HP when used. 4 more ancient shards to go. Or 3 in 1 turn piece. Okay, we've managed to get another totem piece. We actually got a full totem on our last trip. So now we're going to need to get 1 more crystal shard. 20 is going to be enough. Oh my goodness. There it is. I'm going to kill the stack. That is the last ancient shard. And another hard clue. Wildy? Not Wildy. We have... Stop spending my runes. We have 7. I'm pretty sure it's 7 every time. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35... 42, 49, 55, 57 clues that I'm going to deal with. At another point, I'm going to quickly go and make my totems. So let's go do that. Alright, I'm going to be honest, I have miscounted my totems. That is 7. So that is 27. Our arc light currently has the equivalent of 1400. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do all of my dart totems. We're going to kill Skotizo. And then, because we get clues from Skotizo, we're going to do all of the clues. So we'll have at least 7 plus, 56 I said before? 63 hard clues to go through. Obviously, depending on if we get wildy steps or not. During this grind, we actually had to kill just under 4,000 jellies. So that means we got pretty lucky. Well, it's add 180 to that. I forgot. But I think we're pretty much, I think it was 1 in 240. Yeah, we were, after the abhorrent start to the grind, fairly lucky. I can't fit the rune spear in my bank, so I'm just gonna, I'll be honest, it's like midnight. I'm just gonna close the game for now. I'm gonna make sure I log out and pick up all of my clues, and then tomorrow I'm gonna start off by get the Skotizo done. Okay, this is what we are going to go in to kill Skotizo with. Luckily, we do have again, we're on a Great Demon task that it works on Skotizo, so we'll get Slayer XP from killing him. The Scorching Bow does not do the max hit against the totems, so we have brought in an Arclight, and obviously we'll just bring a Dragon Warhammer just to spec him and hopefully get some defense reduction from the beginning. So I'm just going to quickly kill Skotizo a few times. Not really that interesting. We'll try and get some combat achievements. If we do, I'll note them, but I'm just going to go quickly farm the clues, and then we're going to drop them alongside our other ones down there. So I'll be back once I have claimed my clues. Okay, Skotizo Champion and Demon Bane Weaponry and Demonic Weakening have been achieved. All 2 points. I'm just going to quickly check what the tasks are. I didn't check before I went in because I'm a bit of a dingus. We'll get the one for killing Skotizo 5 times. Kill Skotizo without taking any damage, without equipping a Demon Bane weapon, and the final source of damage being a Chin Chomper explosion. Yeah, the one I went out of my way to do that time was Weakening to get the one with no alters active. So we can pretty much just do it normally now, because you can leave some of them to go without equipping a Demon Bane weapon. I don't think I'm going to go for that one right now, but we'll definitely try and get Demon Evasion for now, and obviously get the Adept. That's another 7 points. We're very close to getting our hard combat achievements done. Should probably pick up my loot before it disappears. But yeah, off I go then. Tell you what, it makes a world of difference on hitting the Dragon Warhammer versus not. It took me ages to kill the first one, but we're rinsing him this time. Hopefully that means we can do the no damage. Alright, we're not going to talk about the fact that we just received the 4 Ancient Shard drop. Tell you what, if that Anku hit me when I was running around in circles trying to dodge these, I probably would have shed tears. I'm very underwhelmed by the amount of damage that the Scorching Bow does to Skotizo, but there is the Demonic Evasion done. We managed to get ourselves, that's a wildy step, tragedy. I don't know why, I've coloured it red, I just had to make sure, it's definitely a wildy step. 450 soul runes, not too bad, but now we can probably kill it without a Demon Bane weapon. We might as well. I do have Chin Chompers. We might be able to get everything done. No, we can get everything done. It'd be nice to... I don't think I've done precise positioning before. Kill Skotizo with the final source of damage being a Chin Chomper explosion. You know what? I'm going to try that one next. It might take me a while, and we don't have to pick up for at least 25 minutes. Okay, I've decided upon using the RCB for this to get him low, and hopefully we can do the kill him with a non-Demon Bane and the Chin Chomper at the same time. I think if we hit the southwest tile, which is their true tile, we should be able to splash the chins. I'm just going to try and get these in a row so they're not destroying me. This guy doesn't want to. He's a rude dude. Okay, we're going to have to probably go for the splash. I think we can max it around about a 35 with a bolt proc, so once we get to about that 30 HP mark, we will just be moving these next to him. I didn't even use a range pot. That'll help. Just send it, lads. Maybe I should have been doing this for a while. Go on. Have him. There we go. Master task completed. Precise positioning. Stop wasting our chins now. And then we'll start to knock out... Oh, an elite clue. The other one. I think we're going to have our best shot at killing Skotizo with... I think it's magic. I think if we went on the Arceus spellbook... Yes. I think if we go on the Arceus spellbook, we can use the magic spell that we were using to kill tormented demons. Then... Yeah, I'll sort that out. I'm perfectly sure what we're going to be doing. So let me just go change spellbook and whatnot. I did just double check it. It does say Demon Bane weapon. So I'm just going to have to assume that changing the spellbook and casting with magic is just not going to trigger it. So we'll use the Greater Demon Bane spell. Okay, we have to be relatively quick. We've got 11 minutes on our clues despawning. There's a little bit of a safety net there. I think about 10 minutes, so I wouldn't worry too much. I brought Thralls as well, because hopefully that'll speed up the kill enough. I dumped anything that can trick me into accidentally using the wrong thing. So let's get cracking. I didn't get a immediate message saying that I failed, so this has to work. I'd be surprised if it didn't. It does do a considerable amount of damage. It's probably better than ranging even at 45. You do love to see it. Alright, now all of the eyes have filled up. I'm gonna have to assume that we still can kill it very slowly. I'm gonna see what kind of damage we can do to the altar. Oh yeah, diddly squat. I think we're gonna have to kill the altar. I feel like my DPS is just way too terrible without. It just takes some damage, boy. I'll just be killing the one, I think. Because I think by the time I go down and go for the next, another one might have spawned. Maybe that's stupid of me. I'll accept it, though. Okay, decided not to ever replenish that south one. So we are, any moment now, going to kill him. That gives us the Adept and the Elite Combat task for up to the challenge. And I do believe that means we have Skotizo. I want to say green logged. It's not green logged, it's green combated, green achieved. I don't know what people refer to it as, but there it is. 7 out of 7 task complete. I'm probably not going to complete the rest of the kills. I'll just save up some totems. We can't do this one. I don't have a heroic shield, unfortunately. I'll just leave it as it is, and we'll start to work on our clues now. Well, that's the first rune heroic shield. An absolute disaster, eh? Going to be the absolute bane of my existence. I'll be honest, I'm expecting to get through about half of the... If I can get 30 caskets out of the 50 plus clues that I have, I'm going to call that an absolute win. So, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. As long as I keep telling myself I'm fine, I'll be fine. Well, there is our last step. Another agility step. Out of the, I don't remember, like 57 clues, the elite wasn't completable, and we have 28 caskets. These will be going into our stash. I don't know how many we have currently, but there is 34 in there now. Obviously a big old Brucey bonus, and we'll get around to opening these once we have finished our Slayer grind, which may stop at 87. It may take even longer to get a Trident. So now we just go make ourselves our Emberlight. So let's get to it. Okay, how many we got? Let me just use 20. Oh no, we need to keep putting them in batches of 3, and that's okay. Okay, now we have 10,000 charges. Do I just use the synapse on the Arclight? You try to attach the synapse to the sword. The blade seals for a moment, but the synapse just slides off again. How do I do this? Am I clueless? Do it on the anvil? Smash it in. Nice, 730 smithing XP. And there we have our Emberlight. Wonderful stuff. Now we don't have to worry about charges whenever we're killing anything with our Emberlight. So let's go back to killing tormented demons. We have 441 restores left. We used all of our prayer potions that we had in supply. We have some Renars. But now we can go have some fun again and do some Slayer. That is all we have time for in this episode. I can't wait until we get our hands on the clue caskets and start opening them once we achieve our goal, the Trident of the Seas. Massive shout out to Walter for being a ladle, and a big thank you to the Big and Little Spoons for supporting the channel. If you wish to be a part of this list, please join the channel down below for the appropriate tier or subscribe on Twitch to become a Big Spoon. I love you all and hope to see you again in the next one.